So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can get unlimited clients for your agency and scale to, $50,000, $100,000 a month. Now, this is based on my experience, from us scaling to around $89,000. That's what we did back in February in just 28 days. As you can see, $82,000 on Stripe. And then we also had around 7,000 coming in from wire transfers. And so it adds up to around 88,000. And we made a few significant changes that allowed us to scale to this level, from 24,000 that we did last year. And so that's basically what I'm going to break down in this video so we can implement this in your agency and also see new clients and scale. So basically, the main problem that I see in the agency space, because I'm talking to like tens of other agency owners every single month, because that's what our ICP is. We work with agency owners, helping them grow their YouTube channels. So naturally, I talk to a lot of agency owners every single month. And so the biggest problem that I see right now in this space is acquisition. So surprisingly, most of agency owners that I talk to, they are not struggling with client retention. They are getting amazing results for their clients. They have really good systems. They have a good team. They are able to handle more clients. But the main problem that they are facing is still acquisition. So simply put, they don't acquire the amount of clients that they could be acquiring in order to scale at the level they would like to be scaling at. And so the main reason, cause for that is that they are still trying to do what they were taught back when they were just starting. So they just have one client acquisition method. So I see it all the time. People just doing cold emails, or just doing LinkedIn outreach, or just doing content, but on one platform, or just spending money on ads, or even the worst is just relying on referrals. So that's what I see most agency owners right now are doing. And don't get me wrong, it's a good advice if you're at anywhere from 0 to 20K per month, or that's the level where you want to scale to. Now, if you want to scale to bigger numbers, you actually need to be doing multiple things. Because one of the biggest things that I learned from a guy called Matthew Larson, really like his YouTube channel, his content is great, and he scaled his agency $900,000 per month. And what he said in one of the videos is that every other client acquisition method that you do, every client acquisition method that you implement into your agency makes the other one performs better. And I just find it to be so true. It's even funny that such a simple advice can yield such good results, because what we're doing right now is we're still sending cold emails. We're still doing a LinkedIn outreach. So we have a really good outbound system, not, those spammy emails. Actually, we get a lot of replies. We get a lot of calls booked from that. But the reason it works is also because we're actually creating content. We were doing some ads. Right now, we're not doing that many ads, so I'm going to remove it here. We also have referrals coming in. We do have a referral program here. But when we create content, we don't just rely on YouTube, even though that's the main platform. I'm also doing a bit of Twitter content, sometimes even LinkedIn. And so doing all of that ultimately helps us scale to those $99,000 per month. And let me break it down one by one. The reason why it works so well is because if you just try to rely on you sending cold emails to your prospects, that's literally what hundreds of other agencies are doing. So you're not differentiating yourself in any way. Someone gets 10 emails from email marketing agency owners. Let's say I'm an e-commerce brand owner. I'm getting 10 emails from email marketing agency owners. And then it's very hard for you to stand out here and to show that you're better. Even if you have the best client results, the best case studies, it's hard to communicate it via just email. And right now we have 2025 and people are doing their research before the call, surprisingly. So it's not like they're just going to get your email from you and then instantly they're just going to book a call. That's not how things are happening right now. So what we see is, because we're also doing cold emails, we're also doing LinkedIn outreach, but the reason it works so well is because we still send those emails. The process might be exactly the same as other agencies are doing, but the reason it works so well for us is because we actually care about our brand. Me personally, I create a lot of those YouTube videos. I do have optimized profiles on other social media platforms. And so guess what someone's going to do when they see my YouTube channel? And when they get an email from me, they're going to go here and they're going to type in my name and see what comes up in Google. And as you can see, there's my YouTube channel here. There's my Instagram account. And even though I don't use it that much, it still shows up here. And if you go here, you can still see some client results. You can still see some content. Same thing with my ex. And so that's something that helps us actually get way better results, because right now someone Googles my name, go to my YouTube channel, sees some of my content here. Maybe they're going to watch one video, maybe two, maybe three. And so what we started to notice is that when we started doing this cold emails back in August last year, we noticed a big inflow of calls coming in from YouTube. But so like we have a separate event here. If you go to like one of my video and you go to the link in the description, you will see a calendar link for me to for you to book a call with me. And so what we started to notice is that we got a lot of calls booked from this calendar event, but it wasn't even people that found us on YouTube. It was people that actually got the cold email from us. Then they actually did the research. They noticed that I have a YouTube channel. They watched some of the content, and they decided to firstly watch some of that content. And afterwards, they decided to book a call. And that's how we were able to literally like 10x the results that we were getting from cold emails. So when most people maybe book 2 to 5 calls a month, from their cold emails, let's be realistic, we were able to book even like 49 sales calls in 1 month, not just from emails, but majority of that coming from emails. So around like 30 calls that we booked just from our cold email outreach. But as I said, a lot of these were booked from from our YouTube channel. So people just coming to my YouTube channel. And so that's what helps me stand out in this market and like really differentiate myself. And then aside from, just us getting more calls, we also notice that when we get these calls, people are more qualified. They trust us more. They are very easy to close. And so we even were allowed to literally increase our prices by like 50% over the past, few months. In 2025, we increased the prices by 50% and see zero drop in conversions, literally zero. So we are still converting the same amount of people. I would say, like not doing at the math, I was thinking that we even closed more than what we did previously. And so that's basically how good it works. Not only it helps us book more calls, but also it helps us convert more people because we're not just another cold prospect. They watch some of the content, so now they feel like they know me. And also the content that they watched a lot of the times is content where I show a lot of case studies. Maybe they went here, check out the playlist, check out some client results that we have.
About 2 years.
We have a video like how to book 20 calls a month from YouTube. It's a case study video. We have interviews with clients. Like you can see here, our client Sky, who closed the 5K deal in just 44 days, starting from zero on YouTube. Here's Nick, who closed over 50 clients for his agency and scaled from $20,000 to $300,000 a month, with majority of the deals coming in from YouTube. And even recently, we just posted a video with our client Marvin, who just scaled to 100,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and then also gets 90% of his clients from his YouTube channel. And so we have some of that content here on YouTube. And then, as you can see, it's very easy for us to see those type of results, because if someone sees our cold email, someone gets a LinkedIn outreach, then they go to my YouTube channel, and that's where the magic happens, I can say. And so if you're not building your brand online, and I would say you don't even have to do it on YouTube, although what we see is that YouTube works best, because compare that, a ton of videos here, content that you can go watch, get some value, go watch some of the client interviews, go watch the case study videos. That's something that just builds so much more trust compared to, even my X profile. So you can go here, you can go to my X, but again, you will see that the content here is like more random. And even though we do have some client wins, it's hard to like get the same level of trust, with someone just scrolling this block of text here that I have, or just going from some of my posts here. So that's why YouTube just works so well, and that's kind of like the one thing that helped us really scale to that level with ease. So I can really say that it was easier than hitting like 20-30K per month. And so if you are already doing cold emails, if you're doing LinkedIn outreach, if you're relying on referrals, but in overall, if you run an agency, you're at like 10, 20, 30, 50K per month, and you're looking to scale further, you need to have a YouTube channel. And so the way we help our clients launch their channels is we literally take care of everything from the initial strategy to video ideas research to scripting to editing to thumbnail design to YouTube SEO, making it so easy for them that the only thing they need to do is just sit down, film the content, spend 1 to 3 hours a week, and then we take care of absolutely everything else. So if you want me and my team to basically do everything for you, so you can see the same results, scale our agency, hit big numbers, get more clients for a done for you offer, definitely go ahead and book a call with me using the link down below. If you're not ready yet, I'm also leaving down below my 19-page PDF, basically showing you my entire playbook so that you can implement it into your business. So go ahead, check out the links in the description. Or if you're not ready yet, well, go check out this video where I talk with our client Marvin about the results that he got by working with us.